afternoon, Central State, and welcome to the Marauder Land News Update. I'm Amanda Clay.
And I'm Cameron Fisher.
This week was a time to remember those who lost their lives in the September 11th attacks. Here in the studio, we have Avnaly Alceres here to talk to us more about how this tragedy has hit close to home.
Thank you for joining us, Avnaly.
Thanks for having me. September 11th of this week marked another solemn anniversary of the tragic events of 9/11. I spoke with faculty members across campus to hear their memories of this tragic day, explore how the mental and emotional impact continues to resonate in our community, and ask what we, as a campus, can do to support one another.
At the time, I was a graduate student at the University of Maryland, College Park, so that's in the Washington, D.C. suburbs. So when I woke up, I was outside having coffee, and my roommate's father called us and said, are you all safe? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, we're fine. What's up? Do you want to talk to Aaron? And then so that was kind of how we found out that everything was happening, because this was before cell phones. You didn't just wake up and instantly get the news. So if you didn't have a newspaper or turn on the TV, you wouldn't necessarily know.
I remember that day like it was yesterday. I was a sophomore in college. I attended college at the United States Military Academy at West Point. I was walking up to one of my classes, and as soon as I walked into the classroom, we had the old classrooms, you had a projector screen. And so when I walked into the classroom, the first thing that I see is a plane flying into one of the Twin Towers, okay? And so, we had a bunch of instructors in the hallway running back and forth, frantically talking, to their family members, making sure everyone was okay. Because again, this was still very fresh, for us.
That was 23 years ago. So most of our students were not birthed yet, but I do know that they are aware of the stories and all of the implications with 9/11. It has the potential to produce anxiety, fear, trauma, all of those things, whether you experienced it or not, but because we all know someone who did.
And it also creates the opportunity for a circle conversation topic. Mm-hmm. Have you been impacted? Do you know someone that has been mm-hmm. impacted? What do you think about what's happening when you do the research on it? And there's a key component under mental health through the Health and Wellness Center here that we do community building circles. Mm-hmm. So that allows opportunities for us to go even beyond the campus to get local law enforcement, mm-hmm. once again, that were impacted by 9/11. Mm-hmm.
As we reflect on the impact of that day and how we can support each other, it's important that we never forget the victims and their families. Today, we honor their memory and continue to stand with those who were affected by this tragedy.
Thanks, Avnaly.
I'm curious, what are your thoughts on 9/11?
Do you mind if I go first?
Go right ahead.
9/11 is a time that the nation was truly shocked, not only in 2001, but still here in the year of 2024. All 2,983 victims were killed that day. And it's just a really good day that we can be educated, because when you don't know your history, it's very easy to be manipulated into what others may have to say. So I take it as that day to remember and educate myself on what happened.
And my condolences goes out to those families who lost their loved ones and the ones that lost their lives.
Central State freshmen and transfer students took part of the Freshman Convocation Tuesday in Central State's very own Paul Robeson Auditorium. This event is now a school year-long series as they get to hear different speakers talk to them about their life as a college student and a professional. This week, CSU alum and superintendent of the Service Learning School District in Detroit and president of the Education Operations for the elite group, D'Angelo Alexander, he was there talking to students about how his alma mater helped him turn his life around, and also passing his legacy to his son, who is a current student at Central.
I want them to know that it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what difficulties you've had. It doesn't matter what great parents you have. What matters is that you make up your mind to be something and somebody, and that requires you to get focused.
Me being here at Central State means a lot. My dad had put some big shoes for me to fill here at Central State. It's a big legacy here, and I'm ready to fill those shoes. I'm ready to do what I need to do to graduate. That's the main goal.
As a reminder, if you're a freshman or transfer student, you are required to attend the convocation every Tuesday at 11 a.m. inside the Paul Robeson Auditorium. It is important that you're on time to this event because the doors to the auditorium will close at 10:55, not 10:56, people, but 10:55 a.m. Central State women's volleyball team split their first 2 home games of the season, while the football team is at practice getting energized for yet another road game. We also have highlights of the cross-country team's meet against Wright State at the Mark Bomber Classic.
Here's Jada Wilson and Aspen Smith with the Marauder Sports Report.
Good afternoon, Central State. I'm Jada Wilson.
And I'm Aspen Smith, and this is your Marauder Sports Report.
Hey, Aspen, have you had a chance to see the women's volleyball team play yet?
Yeah, I think they're pretty hardworking.
Me too. The Central State Lady Marauders volleyball team are trying to get their first W of the season as they had 2 home games at Beacom Lewis Gymnasium on September 11th against Northwestern Ohio and Harris Stowe State. The Lady Marauders dropped their very first home game to Northwestern Ohio 3-0 as the Maroon and Gold struggled with errors and had a hitting percentage of .034. On a brighter note, they picked up their first win over Harris Stowe State 3-1. Desiree Blakely led the Lady Marauders with 12 kills, while Kyla McReynolds pitched in with 13 points and 11 kills. And senior Sky Livingston also tallied 10 kills.
This was my last first home game, so to be able to win it, it meant a lot. To see the change and the growth that we made in the past 4 weeks, we deserve this win, and we got it.
I think just seeing all the hard work that we've been putting in actually pay off, and like seeing my seniors and stuff, like me freshly coming in, seeing my seniors succeed makes me happy. So just all of us pushing for the win was a good feeling.
First win of the season, like the monkeys off my back. It feels good. I mean, for me, but I know it's more important that the girls feel good about the win. So just seeing them, seeing everyone smile, even the ones that didn't get in the game, and seeing people engaged on the sidelines, it's huge for program development.
Congratulations to the women's volleyball team, and make sure to keep up with them as they play in the Charleston tournament in West Virginia on September 13th and 14th.
Yeah, I'll keep myself posted.
Me too.
And as promised, we're going to be showing you highlights from the men's and women's cross-country team's very first meet at Wright State University in the Mycah Bomber Classic. Both teams finished last in the 5K team race. The men's team came in at 1:30.49, while the women's finished at 1:55.28. In the men's 5K individual race, Keaden Marks and Andrew Drumright were the top finishers for the Marauders as they placed 116th and 121st, respectively. On the women's side, Mariah Hudson led CSU with an 84th place finish, while Michael Addison and Paige Turner checked in at 89th and 90th place.
We're feeling good. Freshman, my first freshman college meet. Couldn't say I did bad. I couldn't say I did good, but it was just a great experience overall.
Well, at practice, you always try to put in more and take the time that he gives and go over it. You feel me? Like, you want to put in more work than what you actually supposed to. So then when it comes to the meet, you run against all these people, it's like it's nothing. It just feel like a breeze. So practice really makes perfect. That's a true statement.
We're in a good place. This is the first best day I've had since we've been here. We had PRs, and just from the times it reflected, by the time we get to conference and everything, we're going to be in good shape. So we just have to build off of this and get everybody healthy.
And the cross-country teams will be back in action Friday, September 20th, as they compete in the All-Ohio meet at Cedarville University. Now let's talk about the football team. I think they have a lot of hard work and hustle.
Definitely. The Marauder football team is looking to earn their first win of the season as they are preparing to take on Savannah State on the road Saturday. Marauderland News Update was at McPherson Stadium Thursday, seeing the team prepare to face the Tigers. The players are truly eager to showcase some much-needed energy to secure their first win of the 2024 season and give them a big time boost as they try to win the conference championship this year.
We just getting the focus levels back right, getting ready for conference play, ready to go 1-0 every week. It's a new week, 0-0 right now. Ready to just go 1-0 and keep stacking on good days, keep going 1-0 every day.
We've been preparing all week. We've been studying real hard, hearing the practice real hard, and just watching film and learning our opponent the best we can.
On top of that, we've been practicing our tackles. On defense, we was missing a lot of tackles, and we've been practicing on that, pursuing more.